was appalled. I was like, I am not asking that much of you, and I am paying you $150 for 2 nights. And that should have been my first red flag. If you have no friends, what a blessing. Life is so much more simple without toxic people in your circle. I want to talk to you about how to find your real friends, your ride or dies, and the truth about real friendship in your 30s. But before I dive in, the video I talked about how I was ostracized from my girlfriend surf group. And it was brutal, but it led me to such a beautiful thing on the other side. So go watch that video first and then come back here and see how my life is way different, way better now. So there's something about being in your 30s and not having time for toxicity, not having time for the fair weather friends or the friends of convenience. I want you to sit down and audit who's in your life right now. Who's in your friend circle? What does that look like? Do you have quality of friends or just quantity? How many of your relationships are actually meaningful? How many are deep? How many know the most sensitive secret parts of you and don't judge you? In a hyper-connected world, we've mistaken quantity for quality. The truth is, maintaining multiple relationships, friendships, is exhausting. It takes time from you, it takes energy from you, and if you spread yourself too thin, you're not able to be present for anyone, including yourself. That day I was exiled from my friend group was honestly one of the best things that could have happened to me, because since then, I had audited every single person in my life to see, 1, do they bring value? 2, do they bring joy? And 3, how do I feel when I'm done spending time with them? Have friends of convenience? Here's how you can tell. Think about how you feel when you're done being around these people. Do they talk about other people? Because likely, if they talk about other people behind their back, they're talking about you too. I promise you it's happening, even though you think that maybe it's not. If they trash other people, they're trashing you as well. How's your energy after you spend time with these people? Are you drained? I call these people energy vampires. They're the people that demand so much from you, or that when you're with them, they're extremely negative and they just complain all the time and they trash talk other people. Those are not good friends. Those are not people of quality, and it's time to audit, like, do you really have space and time in your life for those people to be taking up so much room? The reality is, think about your time as buckets. You have a bucket for work, one for your relationship, one for your dog, your passions, your free time, and then friends. Well, you only have so much water to put into each bucket. So if you have this huge quantity of friends, you're spreading yourself way too thin, and you're probably taking from your passion bucket or your relationship bucket. And these people are not pouring back into your cup, replenishing what they're taking. So how do you find these ride or die friends? These people that are gonna be there for you no matter what. People are the gems in your life that really show up for you in the hard times. They know your vulnerabilities without judgment. They call you out when you're not being true to yourself. These are the people that know the complex layers of all that you are. They challenge you, they push you to grow. These people are really hard to find, and it takes time and investment in a relationship to see if this is a type of relationship that's gonna be there for you when you do finally find that person. For me, when I finally was able to make space for new relationships, when I was exiled from that friend group, it was one of the best things that could have happened to me, because then this beautiful soul walked into my life and she has just done everything above and beyond, and it just made me realize, why was I settling for those friendships before when there's people like Elaine out there who shows up no matter what? Let me tell you what isn't really normal in a friendship. It is, like, honestly not even the bare minimum. Friends that always keep score. So people that are like, hey, you owe me $5 for that coffee the other day, or oh, can you Venmo me that $10? It's like, are you serious? I don't even think about those things. Like, I like paying for my friends. I like taking care of people. And so I don't ever want people to feel like they have to owe me. And that's not a real friend. Another thing that's not normal is feeling like you owe them something. So for an example, if your friend picks you up from the airport and then you just feel like you have to offer them gas money, it feels so transactional, and that's not what a friendship should be. They're not your Uber. But you shouldn't also be asking and demanding endless things from your friends without giving. It's a give and take thing. One of the same girls from the surf group should have been my first red flag. was out of town and I was using Rover, and my dog sitter said, hey, I can't watch your dog anymore for these last 2 days because he had to like go on a work trip. Can one of your friends or neighbors come and pick your dog up? I'm like, no, you idiot. Why do you think I'm using Rover? It's because I don't have anyone. Anyway, I asked one of the friends in the group, I said, hey, I'm in a pinch. Can you please like go grab my dog and watch her for 2 days? And she was going back and forth, and she was like, no, like maybe my other friend can watch your dog and she can like stay at your house. And I said, hold up, I don't know this person. I don't trust just anyone with my dog. She's my world. Like, please, I don't have anyone else. And so after going back and forth, I finally offered my friend $150 for 2 nights to watch my dog. And it only slightly inconvenienced her. It made her like have an extra 30-minute drive to her work or whatever. So she said, fine. My dog multiple hours late to where my dog missed her dinner time, which I thought was highly rude. And then she came back to the house, and the next day she's like, this is just too stressful. Can you get someone else to come watch your dog? And I was appalled. I was like, I am not asking that much of you, and I am paying you $150 for 2 nights. And that should have been my first red flag. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. That's not to say people don't make mistakes, but this was kind of a big red flag. And it's not normal to feel like you are keeping score and you have to have a transactional friendship. The best type of friends are the ones where there is no score, where you pay for each other's meals and you take care of each other like family. Connections take intention, and it takes effort and investing into a friendship. If there's somebody that you kind of feel like you have the same vibe and they're just a joy to be around and you want to get to know them better, offer to buy them coffee, take them out, pick their brain, see what they talk about. Do they talk about ideas and dreams, or do they talk about other people and just their problems in their life? Finding these people means being vulnerable, and it's not to say pour out your entire heart the first couple of weeks that you know this person. Guard your heart, for all you do flows from it. But what I mean is give them a little insight into who you are and see how they react. Do they judge you? Are they understanding? Are they on their phone when they're talking to you? Or do they have their phone down and actually are genuinely invested in the conversation? The best people are people that show up consistently. So there's high maintenance friends and low maintenance friends. The low maintenance friends are the ones where you can go months without talking, and then all of a sudden they call you and it's like you picked up right where you left off. They're the people that instead of saying, oh my gosh, where have you been? Why haven't I heard from you? They're the people that say, hey, it's so good to hear from you. How the heck are you? The high maintenance ones are the ones that you feel like you constantly owe, that you feel drained after you hang out with them, that they're always nagging or needing something from you. I had a friend who just would say, hey, can you do me a favor? But she would ask the most astronomical things. Like one time I ran probably 5 hours worth of errands for this girl, and I'm like, what am I doing? This was constant. And if someone's constantly asking things of you, audit that as well, because your time is so valuable. And when you're in your 20s, having a bunch of different friend groups is fun, because people come and go like the wind, and you're trying to figure out your career and the college you're going to, and you're dating this person. But in your 30s, you really get down to quality. And that's why I say I have no friends, which I really mean. I only have like 2 or 3 amazing friends. And that is all that I need in this life, because I know that those people are gonna be there. They're gonna watch my dog when I need them. They're gonna pick me up when I'm down. They're gonna bring me soup when I'm sick. Like, these are the people that really feel like family, and that is how a friendship should feel like. I don't have time for friends of convenience anymore. And maybe you're feeling a little drained as well about the people in your life. It is okay to let people go. I'm giving you permission, especially coming into a new season, a new year. It is time to audit your circle and let people go if they no longer serve you.